All right, my name is Darren Joseph from ACJ.Tax, the team that seeks to demystify the sometimes confusing world of cross-border taxation. And today we have the honor and the privilege of having a conversation with Roger. Roger, can you please introduce yourself?
Hey, Darren, how are you? And hello, everyone. My name is Roger Chi. I'm the CEO of the Singapore office for 1291 Group. We are based in Zurich with 13 offices around the world. Zurich, Geneva, Liechtenstein, London, Panama, Bogota, Sao Paulo, Mexico City, Dubai, Hong Kong, and most importantly, here in Singapore.
What exactly is the PPLI?
Sure. So before I begin, I'll just tell you a bit about 1291 and sort of what we do, right? And then we can then jump into PPLI and specifically how that may be able to help some of your clients. So people always ask me, 1291, what do the numbers mean? It's the founding year of Switzerland. So that's your Jeopardy fact for the day. As I mentioned, based in Zurich. And what we do is we work with high net worth families globally in building what I like to call asset holding structures. And what does that actually mean in plain English? So historically, if you're a wealthy family, you held all your assets in a BVI, a Cayman company, a Singapore company, or a trust, and then you sort of conveniently forgot about them. But obviously with FACTA, with CRS, with CFC rules, with the Pandora Papers, the Paradise Papers, and the OECD cracking on these traditional offshore structures, these traditional structures just don't work anymore. However, high net worth families still want privacy. They still want asset protection. They still want legal tax optimization, with the keyword there being legal. They want to do some next generation estate planning, and maybe even want some liquidity or like a cash component. And that's sort of where we come in. So we build these structures for high net worth families. And what we see now is that for high net worth families globally, is that high net worth families globally are global families, right? So you have families who maybe first generations in Europe or let's say in Asia. That's what we see. Second generation, maybe there's a kid in the US, maybe there's a kid in Australia, there's a kid in the UK. They may have assets globally. They may have bank accounts in Taiwan or Indonesia, but also assets in Singapore and US and UK. And how do you sort of make sense of all those different things, right? And that's sort of what we do. And for the global families, I think one of our favorite tools, we use all the different tools. We use trusts, we use offshore companies, we use foundations, we use even the fund structures, which are like the Singapore VCCs and the Cayman SPC structures. But our favorite structure for families with sort of a lot of cross-border issues is using something called private placement life insurance, or PPLI for short. And that's very simply a derivation of two words. The words private placement, because the investments are private placement, and the words life insurance, because the underlying vehicle is a life insurance vehicle. And I think a lot of people sort of ask me, why life insurance? Why not a trust? Why not a foundation? Why not, one of these other structures? And the answer is that life insurance works in both common law countries, which are countries conquered by the UK, but also civil law countries. And if you look at the map, most countries in the world are actually civil law countries. So if I go to a tax authority, let's say in China or Indonesia or I don't know, Kazakhstan or some places in South America, and they say, hey, look, I have a trust. They sort of say, so what? What's a trust? We don't recognize a trust. We see right through that because it's not in our tax books, right? So, but whereas with life insurance, even the poorest African countries, we have life insurance rules, right? So I know exactly the benefits I get. I know benefits I don't get. And I know what things I need to do to qualify for those benefits. So those rules of the road are very, very clearly stipulated. And that's why we like to use a life insurance vehicle. The other reason why we like to use life insurance is that life insurance tends to be very boring. We like things that are very boring, right? Mm-hmm. I don't like exotic things. I don't like offshore companies, bad. I don't like trusts, bad, things for the rich, right? Life insurance is something that everybody has access to. And it's very common to have life insurance. So we actually like the fact that life insurance has these properties which are sort of available for the common man, but also specifically, we can take these traits and these, characteristics for life insurance and sort of apply to high net worth families.
Okay. So having said that, and thanks a lot for that pretty comprehensive overview, that kind of touches on a lot of points.
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.